What's up? FOF, you guys rock. So, here's what I want to talk about, and I want to start with the theory first, okay? So, let's say your thumb alone not moving is the concept. The concept is defined as what you want your audience to see. So, if I isolate this thumb and then I provide the subconcept being what the Glover's Lounge defines as a concept is a subconcept. So like if I have my concept and I throw into a subconcept such as a whip, but I isolate that thumb so they can always see it, then that is a subconcept. Okay, that's a concept added with a subconcept. Okay, there you go. So that the last thing so far to my knowledge that people do, okay, is what I call the after concept. It's when you've chosen your concept, your subconcept, but you've added the dank factor, for lack of a better term. So it would look like this.
I figured you did. I was just turning from one side to the other.
So basically that's use of space. Anytime you use an after concept, I define that as use of space where the depth is to the viewer of what you want them to see, where in the grid you want them to see it, and the motion and speed at which you want them to see it. So if I'm back at here with my concept, and I want to show them the Glover's Lounge sub-concept, okay, but I want to add let's say an x-axis grid to it. See, that was all along the grid with speed control. So now that you understand concept, subconcept, and after concept, as I understand them, we're going to go ahead and we're going to break down some terminology, okay? So let's start with the dial whips that I was showing you last night. So when I created this, okay, I was looking for the concept. What do I want them to see? I want to see a whip that has dimension in the after concept, but I wanted to use dials as the transition point to create that illusion. See what I mean? So if the concept alone are these fingers, subconcept would be the dial and the whip, okay? So to add the after concept, I'm going to add space. Grid. And then dimension. Back to the concept, more subconcept. And I have never even left that like part of tech, or that part of the tech, you know? Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is plane work, okay? So far it's come to my attention that plane work is the fastest way that I've ever seen anyone learn use of space, tech, and all three of the concepts at the same time, okay? So platforming. When you have your platform, this flat surface or this flat surface, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take what you want them to see on the way up. In this case, it's going to be that to get it into this plane. Going to spin it, throw it down, bring it up like I'm going to king tut, And now I'm in a completely different plane, still on the grid. And the reason this is important to learn it like that is that it allows you to go through each of the sub-concepts, each of the after concepts, and then each of the concepts, and really break down what you want. It all starts with your audience. If your audience is the viewer, and let's say I want to show them my thumbs the entire show. So that way I can just keep flowing off of my thumbs. See how that works? The reason it works is because I've taken what I want them to see, and then I've taken and added more elements to the show, so where I don't even need something, hard to do, like some of these. Those are hard to do, but when it comes down to it, everything can be broken down into that. So let's talk about liquid, okay? Liquid as the concept. What I want them to see is I want them to see a fluid motion in a trail between my hands. Well, how can you make that look like, how can you apply that to this theory, okay? So the sub-concept, or the concept, would be this. You want them to see your lights this way, in a liquid, flowy motion. How do you add the sub-concept? Well, the sub-concept would be liquid, okay? And then you want to add the after concept. So you're going to add space, you're going to add time control, or like speed control, and you're going to add the grid. See what I mean? The last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is song choice when practicing with this mindset.
Go something slow.
I like, personally, Grizz, the Rebel Era Full HD mix on YouTube. If you just type in Grizz Rebel Era, it'll be the first thing in the list. But the entire thing is slow. It's got good hit points so you can practice musicality. Speed control on something like this would be so easy to learn. So like anything with like a funky beat like Grizz, Grammatic, Schwangle or something will let you slow down your fingers while practicing these concepts and figuring out what you can do with your fingers while exploring this theory. So I hope I explained everything that I needed to, and it was easy for you to follow. This is what's getting posted to the page. It will be pinned. I want everyone's help and cooperation. I got 3 days left to do nothing but help you guys, so let me know. Good luck.